morning in Lamar High School. I'm Jonathan Dante,
I'm Dylan Miles.
Landon Harrison.
and you're listening to the Trevor Talk Podcast. Today is Friday. Played Mayflower today. Homecoming. Had it postponed a couple weeks ago. It's finally time. Before we get started about the game, I want to congratulate all of the homecoming mates. Kaylee Young, Kristen Nelson, and Alexia Marlowe. Shout out to all of them. Y'all deserve it. We'll see who the homecoming queen is, or however it is tonight. Good luck to all of y'all. Today, play Mayflower. Lost last time we played them. Very big game, not only because it's homecoming, because winning this game could have a huge impact on where the basketball team wins the conference. What is your thoughts on that?
I think that if we just come out and play how we're supposed to, how we have been the past few games, I think we could honestly take this dub. But, we'll just never know, honestly. But Mayflower's a really good team, and so are we. So if I feel like we just come out and play how we're supposed to, we can get this dub. But just this homecoming and having everybody there and the atmosphere, I think is going to be really great to help us. And, this being my last homecoming as a senior, it's kind of big.
It's a very big game.
A lot of emotions, really, because, it's my last year.
Yeah.
One
to
key
play.
factor of the game as well is Mayflower has their best player out, is what I've heard.
Out for the year, I believe, with a hip injury.
Yeah, I feel really sorry for something to happen like that his senior year. Prayers up to him.
Very good athlete in general. He's, always he's one of the better players on that team, in my personal opinion.
And really overall, our conference is pretty tough, and we're all just,
It's always Baptist, Pratt, Mayflower, Lamar in that top three, and it's always a tight race who finishes off. We had a tough beginning, and then being able to build up as a family, come together, and then start playing how we should is a very key factor to this team. That's going to be a big factor to tonight's game, is if something goes wrong, be able to come together as a family during timeout and halftime and go back and play the way that we should play.
Another thing, the atmosphere is going to be great at the game. There's going to be a bunch of students going crazy in the student section.
I really just think it's a good thing, and I'm really blessed that, none of us are getting hit by COVID right now.
Yes.
And we're all staying, as far away from people as we can. But as long as, nobody gets COVID, I feel like we should be fine. And I'm just...
One of my favorite things about basketball is obviously the student section. How big of an impact does the student section have on y'all's game?
If you want me to be completely honest, without the student section, there wouldn't be no momentum, really, because the student section, the band, the fans, just everything overall, I think really just helps us, get motivated and get hype. And without y'all, I don't really know what we do, honestly.
We really try to get in the other team's head. It might throw them off a little bit and help us out as much as we can get.
As much momentum as we can have, that's going to better off the team and help us build that little momentum in a game, get a good run going on, and then go from there. One team I'm very proud of is our girls basketball team. Coach Schluterman doing a very good job leading that team. First in conference, undefeated in conference, as I say. Playing Mayflower. It wasn't a close game last time they played. I'm kind of hoping and expecting another game like that, especially with our student section.
I believe Mayflower is definitely second in the conference. Honestly, they beat, I think it was Atkins the other night, and Atkins is a really good girls team. But our girls team overall, for the past 2 years,
it's unbelievable.
It's insane.
The way that Coach Schluterman can lead that team, how he does, and then how the girls come together as a family, as I say a lot, it's unbelievable.
They just play together really well, and they just look very fluent
on
offense and defense.
Right now in the rankings, I think they're second in state.
And the only team that they're behind is a team that they played very sloppy against Bergman, the only loss they have on the season. I hope I can see another Bergman Warriors game, or Bergman Lamar game with the girls soon, because Bergman's a good team. I won't lie, they're a very good team, but I think so.
It's almost like if you beat Bergman, you're contending for the state title game.
Yes. And, there's a possibility that we could see Bergman and Lamar in the state title game. And with the girls, there's got to be a big chip on their shoulder, thinking last time we played this team, we lost. We came up short. and we can't do that again. This is
Yeah.
the biggest game. But yeah, shout out to the girls team. Good luck to y'all in the future. Hopefully I can pull off and win state. Hopefully the boys can pull off and win state. So last Friday, the boys took a very big win against Mayflower on homecoming night in overtime. It looked good, and then it looked sloppy, and it looked a little more sloppy. Then it looked really good again. Can you tell me your thoughts going into that game?
Well, going into that game, the atmosphere in the gym was honestly probably the best I've ever seen it. I mean, student section was loud, band was loud, fans were loud. It just overall going to that game, it was very hype. All of us played pretty decent. I mean, a few players stepped up. Jet stepped up, had 15. Brad had 20. Me and Jacob combined for 9, and I think Wayne had about 6, 8, something like that.
Very big win for conference, putting y'all second.
That put us second, and if we can come out and
Win out.
win out for the rest of the year, then we can get first. But we'll just have to see how.
Unfortunately, though, for the girls' game, y'all lost in Mayflower by, I think, about 15. Can you tell me what happened with that game?
Well, I feel like we came out and didn't really play as well and didn't really come out as planned, but I feel like we just didn't play that good. And we'll come back. We're still number 1 in the conference, and it'll be okay.
Yeah. It's a big loss, but it's not like a dramatic loss. Yes, you want to win that game, stay undefeated in conference, but all you got to do is just bounce back for the next game and play even better. Like you said, it's still first in conference. That helps. That win would help a lot with everything. But, yeah, I mean, very big games for both teams. Boys won, girls lost. Now, tomorrow, play Jessieville. At Jessieville will be a big game. But thank y'all for watching and listening to the Tribe Talk podcast.